And just like up on it in a distant bed. But oh, look at this view, it's so nice and peaceful. And the water is just so calm. Yeah, oh, it's so nice and so big. I've actually slept quite well. The duvet's quite heavy, but I actually slept really well. So I'll have to catch up with you guys a bit later as we head into York. It looks such a nice day. I hope it doesn't rain. So we are in York, and we've seen we went to the Viking Centre and now we've had a bit of wander around. But look at this street, such a quirky little street. I think it's actually based on a bit of a Harry Potter theme to it. It looks really good. There's like some Harry Potter shops down there. And there's a Christmas shop. And there's a satchel shop. I like satchel bags, but I haven't had one for a few years now. And this one. So I'll catch up with you guys a bit later. Bye.
Everybody's talking about what they're doing.
Monday. Woo! First day of the working week, but luckily it is the evening, so it's one day of the working week left now, and I have 4 days to go. A full day for me at work. I had one of them for a while, especially working a Friday. But never mind. As you would have noticed, I didn't do loads of filming over the weekend. I did do some filming on Saturday. I don't think I did any yesterday. But good luck, Lee, on editing that footage. Good luck, my chief editor. If I remember correctly, I think I left you, I just did like a quick good morning thing on the Saturday, and I just got up. I apologise for my voice. I think I was a bit quiet and a bit croaky, because it's the first time I'd probably really spoke that morning, and when you drink like Prosecco and stuff the night before, what we were, it can dry your throat a little bit, so I do apologise now. But we had a really good weekend, and hopefully, like I said, good luck with the editing, Lee. But hopefully what you've seen in this video, I didn't actually record yesterday, it was Sunday. I don't think I actually did any recording because I just wasn't quite in the mood, but I'll come to that in a minute. But Saturday, yeah, we had a really good, we didn't really plan anything, and that was the thing what we did for the weekend. We had a few like eating places, like food planned, but more on Saturday. But apart from that, we didn't really have anything planned. So on Saturday, we went into York itself. It did start raining a bit, so we were a bit like trying to find something that was not too wet. And we went to the Viking Centre. What we did, so we wanted to do, and we gave the option to Sam, and Sam said she wanted to go too. So we went to the Viking Centre, and it was really good. It was a bit of a long way to get in there. We were a bit like, oh, are we going to make our table reservation? But we got in there, and I don't know if anyone's been to the Viking Centre at York, but it's sort of like you go on a ride, and it gives you the history of Vikings and their times and what it's like living there, and then you come out and there's like a tiny little museum area. But it's really good, because I think it's, if I remember correctly, I want to say it's £8 per adult. I might be wrong, don't hold me to it. But them tickets are valid for a year. So I'm hoping that I can take Lee back up to York again, and I think Sam wants to take Ryan up to York as well. So if we do that, then we can obviously use the tickets again, because I don't think they'll turn name. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I would pay again because it was actually really good, because I did go a few years ago with Lee, but it got flooded since, and they've had to do another refurbishment, but they've done really well on it, and it was really good morning spent there. It didn't take long to do, but we really enjoyed it, and it's well worth the money. And because you're on a Viking, it makes it more, you take it in a little bit more, and you're more interactive. And I did do a little bit of a video around there, so hopefully that got inserted. And then we had a little bit of a wander around, and then we said to Sam, like, oh, why don't we go for a drink before we go to our table reservation, like our lunch? And she was like, yeah. And we tried, and we actually booked up to go to Revolution Vodka Revs, because we actually had some issues with it in Cambridge, and we actually have to set that voucher to use again, so we booked up. That's another thing, I'm not going to go into it, but we had that, so that's why we booked up to go there for lunch. And our plan was to go there for lunch, and have a pitcher of cocktail. But as we walked there, Lee sat, we said to a thing, we're trying to find it, and someone was like, oh, let's just pop into Revolution for a drink, because I don't know, she loves Vodka Revolution. So we're like, yeah, okay, we'll go in there then. Went along with it, her not knowing that's where we were going, because Sam didn't know this was a surprise. Got in the thing, and they said, well, your table's not booked, so why don't you get a cocktail? And I think Sam went along with it, like, thinking, oh yeah, we're having a cocktail each, and she's going to be paid. I'm like, no, they'll probably just put on a tab. So we all had a cocktail each, and then our booth was ready, our table was ready. Seated us. Obviously then we had to mention that we could have an email, because it's all on email, and obviously we had to discuss that, I noticed we had an issue, so they spoke to us, but their service was so good, and I don't know if they were trying to make it better for because I knew we had a previous bad experience, or they were just really nice, and that was it. So I remember our waitress was called Sophie, and I think the waiter, or the manager guy, lead waiter, was called Oliver, but I might be wrong. I apologise if I have got that wrong. But they were so attentive, and I think that made our afternoon, because that's what I did. It didn't go to plan our afternoon, or what we thought we were going to do. It was in a fixed plan, and that was fine. So we planned to go for lunch, like I said, have a lunch, get a pitcher of cocktail, leave Vodka Revs about 2, because our table was booked for about 12:30. but we got there early, obviously that's why we had a drink there earlier. And then go back to the apartment, have a nice chilled afternoon, do face masks, proper relaxing before we go out in the evening. We have booked a Mexican and we're hoping to have a few drinks and just have a nice evening. That didn't go to plan. Not in a bad way, in a really good way. It was really good. And I think the unplanned things sometimes turn out to be the best. So we ordered for lunch. We got like a mixture of stuff to share. So we got our margarita pizza, some chicken skewers, like chicken strips. There was hummus, nachos. I think there was a couple of other things that I can't think of. Them. But yeah, we got that. Had our picture of cocktail. What we did is what did we have? A woo-woo. We all like that, so we ordered a jug of that. And then Ryan, thank you Ryan by the way, phoned up Revolution, ordered us a bottle of Prosecco and paid for obviously over the phone. And that was a lovely surprise. So they brought that over as a surprise. And then it didn't really stop from that. We didn't order no more Prosecco, but then we were like, oh, should we order some more cocktails? I will order a round for the road. And then we were like, oh, we'll have one more. And then we said, oh, we'll have another round. And then another round. And I don't know how many rounds we did in the end. They were so, that's the thing, I think the staff was so good in that they made us feel so comfortable, didn't make us feel pressured. And then we went like, oh, when we got to like vacate our table, and they're just like, don't worry about it, like have fun, have a good time. And we did actually feel a bit underdressed because we obviously just went in there casually. We all had like, we looked nice, like smart casual, we had jeans on, tops, that looked fun, but we looked very overdressed. There was a lot of women in there with little dresses on and high heels and tiny little tops and stuff, but anyway, but we had a really good time and we didn't actually end up leaving Revolution Bar until about 6:30. Our table was booked late, so we rushed back to the apartment thinking, right, we'll still go out, rush back, like we can't stop, got to continue, make a bit of a night of it. Rushed back, we opened a bottle of fizz, had a glass of that, got ready, went to the Mexican, and like we both were like, we just went like, I think the sugar, because we're drinking cocktail to give a sugar rush, I think we just like started wilting away. And the staff in the Mexican weren't the best. They were quite rude. The food wasn't the best. It was substandard, and I think in hindsight what we should have done was cancel our reservations, go back to the apartment, watch a film, get a Chinese takeaway or something, and then just have a chilled night. But it didn't. But what can be helped? I think we just wanted to go out because obviously it was like a hinted thing. We had sashes, we had like, Sam had a veil and a tiara. I don't think she put the tiara on actually, but she had the veil and we had the things, and I think we just wanted a bit of a night like that. It didn't go to plan, but we had a really good day on Saturday afternoon, so I think it made up for it, and that's why we don't mind. And I think sometimes, like I said, the unplanned things turn out to be the best. And then, yeah, so we went to bed on Saturday, got back, started watching a film, but we all sort of started falling asleep, so went to bed. And then yesterday, or Sunday, we all got up early again, about 7:30, 8ish, because we had to actually leave, we have to check out the apartment by 10:30, and I just don't think any of us was in the mood. I don't think particularly any of us were like particularly hungover, and I think we had quite a long gap, and we were drinking, in Mexican we didn't drink alcohol. I had a gin and tonic, but we were actually drinking lots of Sprite, like soft drinks mostly, in the Mexican. Excuse me. Anyway, so yesterday we just weren't really in the mood, so we packed up, and we didn't have any breakfast in, packed up, dropped our luggage off at a some luggage storage at York Station, what I found online. We went there and walked into town and just sort of had a casual day. We went to have some breakfast at a bar, restaurant, I can't remember what it was called. No, I can't, it's gone. We went there, had a full English, and I felt fine at that moment. I didn't feel too bad, I felt tired. But as the day went on, I just felt more and more bloated. I usually get really quite bloated if I don't eat something I'm used to, or my diet, like dramatic diet change. And I think like the combination of drinking and the food just didn't, and I felt fine myself, I just felt really, really bloated. Thanks, you really want to know that from me, didn't you? But yeah, no. No one's perfect and everyone has their own problems. Anyway, back to it. And then we had a wander around York. We ended up in Costa. I had hot chocolate and a cornflake cakes. I hope that would make me feel a bit better, because I usually try and drink milk drinks because that sometimes helps. That didn't help. I should have had a peppermint tea. And then we went to Prezzo to have a late lunch before our train. We got our train back at 5 because we pre-booked the train. I went to Prezzo, but I didn't feel great. But I had a peppermint tea and that helped me really good. And Sam gave me some tablets, what she got from Holland Barrett, and that helped loads. And I had just a Caesar salad from Prezzo, and I really enjoyed that. Had a slow walk to the station, picked our luggage up, and then got our train at just gone 5, although it was delayed by 15 minutes. And the only thing is, they're like, oh, 15 minutes, but it did have a bit of a knock-on effect on our journey home, because we obviously got into King's Cross, got the tube, and then got to London Liverpool Street at about 7:58 in the evening. And the train back to Chelmsford, where we were getting the train to, was at 2 minutes past 8, and that was just a bit of a rush, and we wanted to get food as well. So I went to Wasabi and got a chicken curry and rice. And then we got the train at 8:30 back to Chelmsford, and then I got home about 9:30, 9:45. So it was a long day, and I think if that York train was a bit 15 minutes earlier, we probably would have made the 8 o'clock. But it doesn't matter. It was a really good weekend. As you noticed, I didn't do much filming because I just didn't feel in the mood of it. We were all really tired. It was a long weekend. Didn't have any deep wind time because we all worked last week as well, and things. So I think we're still tired. I just wasn't in the mood for filming, and I will have days like that. And I just wanted to enjoy spending the day with Sam, Lisa, and Jan. So that's what we did, and that's it. So I didn't really do like I said, but there is lots of footage on Saturday. Depending on what Lee thinks of it, it ends up in this video. But anyway, yes, that is my weekend. Thank you for listening to me talking about it. But yeah, and then today is Monday. Went back to work today. I'm so not used to going back to work on a Monday after a weekend away, because I've had the last few of you probably noticed in my videos. It was fine. Got my work done. I come home. I ate some cheese straws that I got from Thomas the Baker's. Well, I think it's a famous baker's in Yorkshire. Had some of them and crashed. Watching TV and YouTube and whatever until Lee got home. And then, so yeah, just been doing that, watching a bit of that with Lee. And now I'm going to come to bed. Because we've got TV in our bed when it comes up. And I watch Netflix and YouTube on there at the moment. But we had Sky installed in it a couple of months ago, but because of the bed we needed to get some adapter or something in it for it so it doesn't get tangled up when the TV goes up and down. And Lee finally sorted it out over the weekend, so now I can watch Sky. Although I think he actually just got it done sorted so he could watch the Masters in bed, because he didn't have me to bother him over the weekend. But anyway, before I go, I actually want to show you my suitcase that that's my dress. My suitcase that I took with me, because I did it. I was like, I need to post on my Instagram, my Disney Instagram, because I haven't posted on there lately. Right. But I posted on there last night, and when I woke up this morning, I had about 107 likes on it. It was the most likes I've ever had. I think the most I've ever had is like maybe 50. I want to say 30. Yeah, I probably get an average of 30. Sometimes I get like 15, or I think once I had 50. But 107, and now I think until before I did this video I had about 167, minus up and down. But yes, so I want to show you my suitcase. I think I might show it to you on Friday. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But this is my thing. I'm not at the bed because I've got to sort it out because Lee wasn't very well. He did it. But look at my suitcase and all my stuff. But yes, and I got things. And actually on top of it is also my little bag where I put plasters and paracetamol and my hay fever tablets and tissues, what I just put on there. But yes, my suitcase. So that is my suitcase. And this is the Liz bedroom. But on that tonight, I'm going to say goodbye for the Monday, and I hope to catch up with you again later week. Oh my god, I look so bad in this line. What the hell's going on? End of the day. Anyway, I'm going to go, and I'll catch up with you guys later in the week. Thanks. Bye. Hello and good evening. It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday today, and I hope you're all having a good week so far. As you hopefully would have seen, my weekly vlog went live this evening on time again. Yes, I think we've finally conquered it. But you would also notice that I didn't finish it off again. What I get really annoyed about, I think I did admit, I don't know if I mentioned before, but I did do an ending quickly on Saturday morning, like like I didn't finish it. But I did tell late and I didn't include it. I don't know why. I don't know if it might be it's really rubbish because I had my throat was very croaky on Saturday morning, so maybe that's why not. But anyway, never mind. I didn't finish it. I really was annoyed myself, but I know it's fine. I know my weekly vlog finishes on a Friday, and I know that. But when I'm not at work and I come to the evening, I sort of just feel like it's a Saturday or Sunday, and I just forget. But I'm at work for the next 2 Fridays, so hopefully I will finish my weekly vlogs as I plan to. So I will quickly say now, if you do like these videos and you want to keep watching, remember to subscribe and give the videos a thumbs up so I know that they're being enjoyed. But yes, so it is Tuesday and it's been such a nice day today. Like work's work, like I won't ever work's work. But it's been really nice. It was so nice walking home today. The sun was shining and it just felt so nice. I've resorted now to wearing crop trousers to work, like the black tights are now not going to be worn now until the autumn. Because I don't like black tights. They're fine, they fit the purpose, but I just don't really like them. And people who know me know how things I go through with seasons of like wearing clothes, and I don't wear certain things and certain things. So I'll be wearing crop trousers. But I'm waiting for the day to when I go bare-legged, because once I go bare-legged I can never go back to black tights again until I think I'm very weird, and you will notice these little things I have, little tweaks I have, but yeah. So this time, and I'm not, I don't think I'm going to go bare-legged. I might just wear some fresh tights tomorrow actually. Might do, don't know, I haven't decided yet. So that's the sign that spring is on its way. So if you know me, you know spring's on its way now. So I've been watching my YouTube channels. So I've watched Charlotte YouTube. I watch hers weekly, and I watched Lizzie Guns. I think that's her name. Yeah, Lizzie Guns. Her last Disney vlog. Because they were both there actually I just actually discovered them because they were both there when we were there last October. So I've watched them this evening because they go live on a Tuesday. And they're actually two of the people actually inspired me to start vlogging when I go to Disney, and then Charlotte obviously inspired me to do the weekly vlogs, but actually Lizzie's just announced that she's going to start doing weekly vlogs as well. So that's quite exciting. I'll see how she gets on with that. Ooh, my like days are taken up by YouTube now. Like it used to be taken up by TV shows and Netflix, and now it's taken up by YouTube. But never mind, but Lee's gone to watch the football. So I'm hoping to watch some Tim Tracker with him, so I'll probably end up having to watch Sky tonight. But anyway, I've had my dinner tonight. I had some pasta, but I'm actually currently halfway through eating the chocolate bunny. Very naughty. Like I bought loads, I think you've seen, I bought loads of chocolate last week. I saw my weekly vlog, moment. And then Lee went to Aldi, like I think last Thursday. I was like, can I send all this chocolate over? And I think this was like 25p. It was a big, it had ears and obviously everything. Halfway through it, but I don't think I'm going to eat it all tonight. But we've still got so much. I think Lee went a bit mad in Aldi. More mad than I did. But yeah. That is it. I'm going to finish that for today. I hope you're all having a good week, and I will catch up with you again later. Bye guys! Good evening and happy Thursday. Getting very much closer to the working week. Yes, I've been Friday tomorrow and the last day of this weekly vlog as well, and I'm actually working the Friday as well, which I'm not used to. But never mind. It is actually the evening, like time. I'm actually just going to bed, just going for bed, so I look a bit funny and I look a bit shiny because I've just put all my moisture cleansed and don't put my moisturisers and stuff. But yes, me and Lee have just actually got back from the cinema where we went and watched Love, Simon. And I actually enjoyed it. I think it was a really good film. And I'm sort of quite into films when there's meanings behind it. And this is one of them films where there's a lot of meaning behind it. It was a bit slow at times, but I think that was the best way maybe to get the film across without upsetting people, I suppose. I don't know, I think they filmed it quite well, because obviously it's about a young gay lad coming out as gay around him, and the story about him realising it and actually how it came out, because he started conversing with somebody else who was anonymous saying, I'm gay, how do I tell people? And it's like, I think if you see the trailer you'll get a bit out of it, but it basically says don't be afraid who you are, and if you try and hide it from people, try and stop it coming out, it can cause more damage, especially amongst your friends or family or anything, you know, reason. But I think it's a really good story. Had a really good meaning behind it, and I'm glad I saw it, because I keep going to Lee when we're going to cinema, like, I want to see it, but I didn't really remember what the name of it is. And then Lee's like, do you want to go see Love, Simon? And I was like, what is it about? And he's like, it's the one you want to see. But I'm really glad I saw it. It might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I think it's a good thing and there's a good story behind it, so I recommend that you go and see it. I probably haven't sold it to you, probably. But yeah, on that note, I am going to try and go to bed. Oh, actually, I'm in bed. I'm trying to go to sleep because it is. What time is it? Let's have a look at the time. Right, it is 10 to 11. So I've got Friday, got to get off work. So on that note, I will say goodbye, and I hope you're all having a good week, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow for the last day of my weekly vlog. Hey guys! Good evening and happy Friday! It's Friday at last. Yes, it is Friday. And my working week is now over. It has been the longest week. I have not done a 5-day week for a couple of weeks now. And I'm not used to it. I'm not liking it. But it is over. I'm positive. It's Friday night. And I am spending the evening in at home. Lee's not home yet, but I don't know when he's going to do home. I think he's stuck at work. But never mind. But I have a good excuse. I'm in tonight, but I'm out tomorrow with my friend Neve, and we're on a mate. She's invited me on a mate date, so we're looking forward to a good catch up. I usually like this. I need to go with Neve, so occasionally to Costa with Neve for coffees and hot chocolate or tea in my case. But we're actually going out for drinks tomorrow. Yes, at a local bar, which is Charlie's. I think I've mentioned before, because the Grand National's on. So it's a bit of an excuse. The men are at football. I don't personally like the Grand National because I don't like horse racing, but I'm going to go with my friend and enjoy some drinks and no Neve, and when we're together drinking it's probably not going to be a light one. So I'm going to spend an evening tonight and then hopefully prepare myself for tomorrow. We're going to meet tomorrow, have some lunch and then go out for some drinks. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it because I haven't been out with her for so long, especially to Charlie's, and especially going out for drinks. We haven't done, especially just us two as well. I don't know if actually maybe some other people are coming too, but I haven't been out drinking with her. Usually there's been Lee or Steve, her other half there. So it's just us and I'm so excited. But anyway, it is Friday and my battery light's actually flashing, so I'm going to call it a thing, call it closure for now on this video. And I'm actually finishing it, yes. I know it's been a bit of a quiet week, but I've been just recovering from last weekend, and I've actually got some quite busy weeks coming up because 2 weeks tomorrow is actually Sam's wedding. It's soon come out. But anyway, on that note, I'm going to close this video up. Thank you for watching these videos, we appreciate them, and thank you for coming to dream with us because you always never know where it's going to lead. See you next week, guys.